Guys, after Hamster Combat released their pre-market trading on Gate.io, a lot has happened lately. Like, I just recently discovered that Hamster Combat has been listed on Bybit, on Mexi, BitGet, Lbank, Gate.io, OKX, KuCoin, and Huobi, and they are expecting to be listed on Binance soon, as I noticed some posts from Binance. So what am I trying to say? All these are signs that very soon the airdrop will cook, the airdrop will drop. So what does this mean? It means that what we are waiting for currently is the allocation. We don't know their allocation formula, but what I can tell you that it has to do with your profit per hour. It has to do with your profit per hour, and that is why in this video I'm going to show you step by step how to boost your profit per hour faster, and make the most money. If you've not watched this video, I'm very sure there's a lot that you've been leaving on the table, and if you watch this video, I'm betting you that you're going to learn some tricks that is going to allow you to boost your profit per hour. So without wasting time, let's jump right into my Hamster Combat. For those of you that already know, I run my Hamster Combat on my PC, but it is not a must for you to run yours on your PC. Now, the reason why I run mine on my PC is because I have other things I do with my phone that will not allow me to stay on Hamster Combat. Now, normally when we come on Hamster Combat, initially on the beginning stages, what we did was to tap, right? But it got to a stage where with the money we generated, we used it to increase our profit per hour by going to mine and buying cards. Okay, now these cards, each of them have their allocated profit per hour. The more cards you accumulate, the higher your profit per hour. But what happens when you accumulate a card is that your coins is going to deplete. Okay, so you have to wait till you have enough coins to be able to afford these cards. And one thing about these cards is that the more you buy them, the more you increase their level, the more expensive they become, right? As you can see, this particular coin whose profit per hour is just 200, I've upgraded it to the point that it's now 2 million, right? Now you can see other coins like that and so on. This one is for 4 million, this one is for 2 million, this one is for 4 million. Now what does this mean? It means that you need to make a lot of money, and you need to make it fast, twice as fast as you usually did. And that is why I'm making this video. A lot of us, it has come to my notice that a lot of us don't know that for you to make the most out of your profit per hour, you need to leave your Hamster Combat open all the time. If you're going to bed, don't close your Hamster Combat, don't even minimize it. Okay, and that is why I'm going to show you in this video. If we click on this info icon here, you're going to see that what they said was that you earn even when you are offline up to 3 hours. So when you're offline, it will only mine for 3 hours, then it will stop. So even though you have 50 million per hour, it's going to just mine 3 hours. And if you've left Hamster Combat for like 7 days, the other time is wasted. Now, even me, have made this mistake. I just know that if I had left my Hamster Combat all the time, I know I would have been running into billions by now. But it is not too late for those of you that are watching. If you implement this now, it is going to drastically increase your profit per hour. Trust me, right? What do you want to do? If you have a phone, a spare phone, what you want to do is that you want to install Telegram on that spare phone, a phone that you don't use for anything, right? Install Telegram on that spare phone and power it on, plug it to your charging point, to your charger, and just run Hamster Combat back to back, right? The only time you interrupt it is when you want to do your daily combo or when you want to do your daily cipher. After that, don't close it, leave Hamster Combat. Like, you can see all the handwriting on the wall. It is going to be listed soon. It's going to be allocated soon. We already know the price and the stuff. In my next video, I'm going to be making a video about the tokenomics, everything you need to know you can calculate based on profit per hour or based on your balance what you are to be expecting when they drop the airdrop on Hamster Combat, right? But it has been listed already, so the exchanges have already listed it, meaning that when they drop their allocation formula, then you will know how much one of your coin or one of your profit per hour is going to result to when you convert it on these exchanges. So what you need to do is to get an Android phone, install Hamster Combat, and leave it to run. Now you're not just leaving it to run to accumulate this, right? You're leaving it to run to accumulate this so that you can in turn buy as many coins as possible, as many cards as possible. The more cards you buy, the more profit per hour you make, right? Now the big mistake a lot of us make that is we focus on profit per hour, but we don't leave our Hamster Combat open all the time, and that has made us to lose out on a lot that we would have accumulated. So the more money you make here, the more cards you can buy, right, at a stretch. So that is why you need to leave your Hamster Combat. I can't even emphasize on this enough. Leave your Hamster Combat on all the time. It is very, very close to the end, and you can't afford to miss out on the airdrop. So what you need to do right now is, if you have a phone lying around that you don't use, install Telegram on that phone, log into your Hamster Combat attached phone number, and open Hamster Combat and just leave it. Plug in the phone to charge and just leave it. If you're like me, where most of the time you are in front of your PC and not in front of your phone, you can install this BlueStack apps player just like I did. Just Google it, install it. It's about, I don't know, 800 megabytes or something like that. Once you install it, you can just minimize it and do what you're doing. If I click on this button that says mini mode, you see that Hamster Combat is going to just minimize, and I can go ahead and continue talking about the hamster, about the listing on Bybit and the rest, or about other things like their pre-market trading going on while it is going to still be mining for me. I can leave this like this and go to sleep and come back tomorrow morning and see that I didn't miss out on any of my profit per hour, as opposed to when you just leave it for 3 hours, because immediately you log out, it is just going to mine for 3 hours and the remaining hours is a waste, and you don't want that. You want to make the most out of it. So that is it. So if you have a spare phone, you can go ahead and use it. If you have a PC that is at home that you can leave powered on for the remaining days until the day of the airdrop, you can go ahead and do that. Install it. Install Telegram. As you can see, I have Telegram here. If I scroll down, you see that this is Telegram. This is Telegram, as you can see. So once you install Telegram, log into your Hamster Combat, just open the Hamster Combat bot, and you're gonna see what you've mined so far. Leave it like that to mine. Leave it like that to mine back to back to back to back to back. Once you make enough money, you don't even have to wait for it to be too much, unless you've upgraded like me to the point where most of the important cards are now very expensive. Like this one right here is now 16 million, as you can see, and this coin is about, I don't know, 4. This one is now 13 million. If I click on it, you see that it's just 9k per hour, 9,000. So I have to wait till I make up to 13 million before I can go for this card again. So that is why you need to leave your Hamster Combat on. If you even want to even be able to buy these cards again, then you need to leave your Hamster Combat on at all times, so you can go ahead and buy and buy and buy and buy as much as you possibly can, to make sure that you are maximizing and you're boosting your profit per hour. So that's basically it for this one, guys. I hope this video has been helpful. If it had, don't forget to give your boy some support by giving me a thumbs up, sharing this video to your friends, and also subscribing to my channel, and also hit the bell notification icon so you don't miss my next video, where I'm going to be talking about everything about Hamster Combat, starting from the listing date to the listing price, the official listing price, to every other thing that is involved in tokenomics, so you will know where you stand. You can even do your calculation yourself and see how much you are to be expecting on average. So that's basically it for this one, guys. Have a nice day, and I love you guys. Bye.